Good day, everyone. My name is Ron from International Trade Council, and thank you for attending today's educational session. Before we start, I'll just make a quick housekeeping. For everyone make sure that you can hear me. Please type in yes on the chat box. All right, perfect. And I also assume that you can also see the PowerPoint presentation. Perfect. So the topic for today's webinar is planning and using AI chatbots for business. This webinar is aimed at the general business audience, business owners, SMEs, executives, and managers in sales, marketing, and customer support, NPO agencies who are interested in how to properly plan the creation and use of an AI chatbot for their site for customer support, marketing, and sales as part of the digital ecosystem of their business organization. Why and how the chatbot should be promoted, and how it can be used for marketing and sales. Ideas, best practices, and example from a successful AI chatbot. Attendees will gain a practical overview on the process of planning, creating, and using AI chatbot project. This webinar is 45 minutes, and then there's a 15 minutes for Q&A. If you have any question, just please feel free to type in your question on the chat box or Q&A tab at the upper right-hand part of your screen. So our speaker for today is Elitsa Stoyanova, co-founder and CEO of Omni. Elitsa, you can start the presentation now.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you for the invitation to have this webinar. And thanks to everyone who is in the room with us tonight or today or this afternoon, depend where you are in the world. Thank you in advance for your time. So before to start my presentation, I would like to make sure that we are all on the same page and to go over what is actually a chatbot with artificial intelligence. You see right now on the screen and in the last couple of years, a recording of such conversation with AI chatbot. So the AI chatbot, this is a chatbot with conversational AI and or GPT, is a software solution that combines various technologies to simulate conversation with another person through text, media, voice, attachments, and other tools in the chatbot in order to accomplish various tasks for the business and the users. There are many types of chatbots, but today we will walk through the chatbot for business for a website. This is the classical type of a chatbot. How to plan it and use it, what are the benefits, and how it differs from GPT. So let's start. Just because Ron already introduced me, I want to make a quick note about me. I have been a journalist before. Then for 20 years, I work as a hotelier up to general manager of a hotel on Mariana Islands for 17 years. And many people ask me like, hey, why chatbots after journalism and after being a successful hoteliers? So for me, chatbots and artificial intelligence became the next logical steps. After years of searching for and implementing solutions for problems, I have experience first as an employee, then as a marketing director, then as a business manager and a GM of a property. Because I'm active on both sides now, both customer service and support and technology, I'm an advocate for the need for digitization in business and applying AI wherever possible. We could do so much more for customers and their experience and for employees if we merge the traditional elements of human service with the latest technology available. Just a few words about our platform. It's actually a no-code platform on which even the smallest business can create their own digital copy for their best employee, as easy as playing with Lego. Creating an AI chatbot includes also voice assistants and other details. We also have implemented GPT integration for even faster and easier chatbot creation. I would brag here to say that our customers have saved over 60,000 working hours, with 47% of those hours being at night, which is actually an added value for the chatbots in the business, because As we will see later, 77% of the time of the through the year business do not work, but customers need attention. So my question to you is when, but not when you're going to create your chatbot. I hope you're already in the process of doing that, and that's why you're here to learn more of how to plan and use it. My question to you is, do you know when the first chatbot was created? And the answer is long time ago in 1966. The first chatbot, Elisa, was created in 1966, and she or it was, she was, I like telling she was a psychologist. So there is a long time behind this technology already is a long time in development, and these days we have really an effective technology available for the business. But what actually is boosting the AI chatbot development these days, it's not only the technology development, like the latest generative AI development, like with GPT and other large language models. It is something more important. This is the development of the conversational commerce. As you can see on the screens, sales through conversational commerce channels, these are actually SMS, chatbots, and smart speaker sales, will reach 290 billions by 2025. Also by 2025, this is 2 years from now, half of sales are expected to happen in chatbots. Sales through chatbots are expected to be 145 billions, a growth of 590% over the next 2-3 years. So this is a trend that nobody can from the business can overlook, and it's really important to pay attention and to be among the early adopters of AI chatbot technology, because it takes time to create a good quality, well-working AI chatbot, like we will see later today. Last year, SCB Insights published another study on the top of technologies in customer service, according which chatbots with artificial intelligence were ranked first among business leaders, and the recommendation to businesses was to prioritize investing in this software solution. And as we can see, even the prognosis for the next years up to 2030 are for the global AI chatbot market and the global chatbot market itself. These are the basic chatbots and other chatbots without AI are both set to grow and double. So why we need a chatbot? Just to make sure that we have discovered all the problems, because the chatbots are solving these problems. The first and the most visible one is the waste of time for routine conversations. On average, employees spend almost 4 hours per day communicating with customers through telephone calls, messenger chats, social media chats, on all different channels of communication. For these, businesses pay over $1 trillion per year. But if you look into this problem deeper, then we'll see different dimensions of it. The first one is that, as I mentioned, the business don't work the normal 9 to 6 business. Of course, there are some like emergency room that are working 24/7, but the normal businesses do not operate 77% of the time of the year, 75 to 77. What is this time? These are 2 night shifts, weekends, and holidays. At the same time, 70% of the businesses cannot find employees. It's hard to find good quality employee these days and to retain them. 75% of the business communications by the global statistics is also routine in the business. So these are routine tasks and commonly asked questions that keep repeating day after day for every employee. So 85% of the employees send or say to customer the same message repeatedly. On the other side, 72% of the customers are expecting instant online support 24/7. So we could see how large is the gap and how diverse is the gap of problems. And this is exactly where chatbots with AI are good to come, change the game, and solve the business problems. This is the area where AI chatbots work best. So here we come. We are moving to the AI chatbots that are the game changer in the last 2 years. Of course, I have to say a few words about ChatGPT because now, before it was the issue to explain customers and businesses what chatbot is, now it's difficult. We have to make a difference between ChatGPT and a business AI chat because they are totally different. GPT can enhance AI chatbot business AI chatbot, but ChatGPT is not a business AI chatbot. So ChatGPT is like a chatbot, but much more developed. I'm sure everybody here in the room already have worked with it. So you already know that this is a large language model that have been trained to a huge amount of data, like 100 trillion parameters. This is about 45 gigabyte text, and it's specialized on creating, uh, understanding, and creating content. That's what it's best for. It can understand the context, the sequences, the connections in, and predict or understand work in dialogue mode and predict what's the next word. Basically, that's how it works. So, as an assistant, ChatGPT and the large language models, because it's not only ChatGPT, there are more on the market too. But I'm just using ChatGPT as a sample. They're extremely good as business assistant, but they're more like personalized business assistant to literally all positions in one company. Uh, they're not they are not in their focus not is not the dynamic business communication between the business and customer. You can see on the screen how many tasks it can do, and it's really much more than I have put on the screen as a samples. But this is just to emphasize that this is not a business AI chatbot. It is a business assistant to the employees to do their job. It's different. So how different is GPT and the business AI chatbot? Here I put for you a table, so it's easier to see the differences. So GPT, as we said, is using a giant database, and recently also can pull live from internet. If you are not using this in Pro, try it. It's cool. The business chatbot is working with the database that is built by the business for the business, and it's controlled. It's extremely important, controlled by the business. GPT is experimental model. The business AI chatbot technology is already established technology that's in use for years. When GPT create an answer, for us as business, this is a black hole. Nobody knows from the business what will be the outcome from GPT creating an answer. As in the conversational AI used by the business AI chatbot, the team work with 100% control environment by the team, and the responses are provided and maintained by the business team. And if there is a GPT integration, this is the business team that provide GPT with the text from which GPT will create the answer. So GPT is still maximum under control of the business team. As we said, GPT generates what it calculates, we expect from it to calculate. And in the business AI chatbot, the business team create logics, marketing funnels, and the information that business need to deliver and satisfy the needs of its employees and reach its goals. GPT doesn't have its own individual interface that the business can brand, make like according to its the branding policies, colors, and stuff like that. The normal business AI chatbot has its own frame that can be branded. And the core functionality of the ChatGPT is content generation. Business AI chatbot is, as we said at the beginning, at the very first slide, is a bunch of technology. Basic chatbot, AI can be with GPT, plus multiple other functionalities that help the business and the customers reach their goals. Integrations, forms, and all other stuff that I'm going to mention today later. And very important, business have 100% control in a business AI chatbot, and we have to be careful when we work with GPT. It may hallucinate, and he's a very good liar, believe me. So if we have to wrap it up, Business AI Chatbot is a super app for business communication with customers. Now, let's talk about the chatbot further and see how it helps a business and what are its benefits. So, first, it answers frequently asked questions. How it's done? It's done when the chatbot has a conversational model that's backed up by conversational AI and, for example, GPT integration. It can collect inquiries, orders, and appointments immediately. That's happened with building forms inside of the chatbot that can send the information to the email of the business with a notification to the business team, or through integrations, the data of the customer can be sent to automatically to thousands and thousands other business applications, softwares, CRMs, and etc. Increases sales and marketing. When the customers have the possibility to make inquiries 24/7, the business is not missing on these business opportunities. And when you plan your chatbot properly, the chatbot can suggest to customers upsells. That's when the bot is becoming powerful for sales and marketing. Triggers other automations, integrations. So as I said, through the integrations, the data from the chatbot can be sent to different CRMs, platforms, email marketing to trigger campaigns and all other stuff. So again, when we plan properly our chatbot and its connection to the other world of our digital world of our business, we connect the chatbot with all our digital infrastructure. It's not a standalone solution on the website. It works 24/7 for our business goals. Collect first party and zero party customer data. Now that the cookies are dying in couple months of now in 2024, chatbot is becoming a good solution, an alternative to dying cookies to collect customer data. On one side, the chatbot platform collects as much as possible data about the customer behavior, which is not GDPR proof because it's not a personal customer name or something like that. It's about the behavior of the customer in general in the chatbot. On the other side, customers are filling different forms and providing their information through the chatbot willingly, which is the zero party customer data. Collects customer behavior statistics. I just talked about that. Multilingual assistance. Now, the chatbot can work 24/7, can talk with unlimited number of customers at the same time and on different languages, which actually tremendously support the team and help small and mid-sized businesses because it's expensive to have teams that speak a lot of languages. And for example, we have customer where nobody in the team speaks any other language than Bulgarian, but their chatbot make 50% of the business inquiries itself, and have serviced last year customers from 17 countries on more, of course, obviously on more than one language. Now, voice assistance is something that you shall look, because when you have well-developed AI chatbot, the next logical step is to let the chatbot talk with the customers for many reasons. Customer drive, they want to listen instead of talk. They cannot, may have a visual impairment. There may be a bunch of people that want to talk with the chatbot at the same time and listen the answer. So enhancing the chatbot with AI when your AI functionality is doing very well, so the customer don't hear, sorry, I didn't understand you. It's really a good practice. And something that's really cool, and even a basic chatbot can do, you can drive the traffic to your website, to a particular web page on the website, and particular detail in the chatbot, being information section or a form to fill, literally from with one click and one QR code, customers from anywhere, offline and online. Wherever you can put link, wherever you can put QR code, you can drive the customers straight to a precise place in the chatbot, which actually help the chatbot to assist sales and marketing efforts. And later you're gonna see, give a possibility for the chatbot to service not only one target group, but more target groups. In B2C bot, you can have a business partner information and even employee information, because the secret information is available only by link and QR code, and only people with link and QR code can access it with one click or one scan. And of course, quick and easy to manage and use. What we have missed here: the chatbot is available on demand, work 24/7, respond instantly. For the users, it provides wide selection of content. On the smartphone, it's look like a mobile app, but doesn't need to be downloaded, installed, and learn how to use, because it imitates messaging with another human being. So actually, it eliminates customer frustration from long waits for a response and save time and resources, but to the employees and the business and to the customers, how to make quick inquiries. And not, it's last in my list to say, but totally important and often overlooked, helps not only customer but also the employees. This is the digital assistant for your employees also. So further, how it's used for lead generation, to personalize customer experience, to segment customers. You can do A/B testings through the chatbot for a different group of people to see how they react to different call to actions. Therefore, you can improve customer service and support, improve customer experience. And of course, the chatbot can answer and handle common customer inquiries and providing solutions. But what's most important, I believe, for the chatbot, this is working in real time. Real time is what, and it's a two-way communication. It's what website cannot do. Your employees, when they sleep, cannot do. And therefore, the key functionality of the chatbot is being able to communicate with customer in real time and collect data. More data, you make smarter decisions. So again, just to review how the chatbot works. It can attend customers from literally anywhere, online and offline, from any social media, e-marketing, QR codes in store, banners, flyers, and whatever else. People can scan a QR code or click on a customized link to enter the chatbot and to find what they look, or take an action that we need them to do as a business. The key here is this customized link. That's really a very small thing, but key for customer service and support. And it's a little known but super important feature of the chatbots. So there is a saying that all roads lead to Rome, and I would say all digital paths lead to the chatbot on the website. That's why it's extremely important to plan it properly. Why? It is a business project as any other one. We don't release a new product or service without testing it, without checking everything, without proper planning, because we have one chance to make it well, or we're gonna ruin it. You're gonna lose your money and investment. So the chatbot is business project and a product and a service at the same time, and it demands really careful planning. This is your checklist, what you have to pay attention to in your path through from idea about a chatbot to creating and using a chatbot. On the first place, you have to have a clear idea what is your target group and what are your business objectives. So your target group and your business objectives will give you an idea what do we want the chatbot to do. You will be able to plan further. This is the head to plan further such details as tone of voice, the branding of the chatbot, what kind of content it will have, what will be the location of the chatbot, because it depends on the customer group, on their digital behavior, on the way how they consume digital information. Because if you have to know if your customers are digital savvy or not, it will be easy for them to use your chatbot or not. It all comes from the target group and for your objectives. Will the chatbot will be for customer services support? Will it be for sales, for marketing, or it will be for retaining customer? or it will be for entertainment. It doesn't mean that you build the chatbot only for one thing, but your chatbot from the day one need to have a core mission, a core mission. Then you can, in the time, enhance it with other functionalities and help the chatbot to become multifunctional. So when you know your target group and objective and what the chatbot need to do, then you will be able to make a list of the features you want the chatbot to have. That will lead you to searching the proper technology, one or another platform, like what do you want to create as a chatbot and what is the platform that will give you these capabilities. You will be able then to see what is your budget and judge what kind of a chatbot and how to stage the development of your chatbot based on your budget. You knowing all the above, you have to think about the team. The chatbot, and I wrote it on the top, is a teamwork. It's not a chatbot shall not be done in a company, especially at the planning stage and the planning stage by one person. More heads are thinking better and seeing better, and everybody in all departments will be on the same page about the chatbot, the needs of it, what the chatbot will do, and you will secure this way that you have the people to do it, the people to take care of it, and the understanding of the team in the business that this instrument is important. Why is like that? It happens, and it's not that rare for chatbot to fail, not because of technology, not even about the planning, but about team. Just let me tell you a conversation I had last week with one of our customers. They say, oh, the chatbot is not giving the return of investment. It was like, okay, let's see what the problem is. The customers are not going inside of it. It was like, okay, but are you advertising the chatbot? How your customers are going to the chatbot? Oh, it's only on the web page. We don't do anything about that. It was like, what about sales and marketing? Like, you shall put it actively in your business. And the answer was, nobody in our team want to deal with the chatbot. We are very busy. So basically, they abandoned the chatbot 6 months after they let it live, and even earlier. And they expect the chatbot to do something. Like, nobody goes in to see what the customer do. Nobody grows further the chatbot. Nobody develop the content and adjust it based on the customer behavior and customers' needs. Nobody check on the stats to see, and nobody even promote it. So how they expect the chatbot to give them a return on investment? So team is very important. Development plan will give you possibility to have a good view on everything you do about your chatbot, and to have deadlines, and to know and to be able to plan, be able to follow through with different team members on their part of the job, especially if it's a large job, a large chatbot that require longer planning. Like, we last week, 2 weeks ago, we released a chatbot for Bulgarian university. The team worked 1 year on their chatbot, the university team. So if you don't have a development plan, things will fall through the cracks. It's important to have development plan step by step. So, and you know who is in charge for what during this time, and you can keep people just can follow up with responsible, keep them responsible for their job they need to do for the chatbot. And you can plan resources, time, and everything else. Creation time is important, because you have, before to release your chatbot in the world, you need to start preparing for promoting it and using it for marketing, sales and marketing, customer service support. And that will affect the planning work of couple teams in your company. So it's important to have this creation timeline in mind, and plan it. Moment of deployment, it's very small but interesting point, because it's a good idea for, and it's mostly affect the promotion of your chatbot, to have the chatbot planned to be released at point that you can use to promote the chatbot. For example, the university released their chatbot in the orientation week, when they orient new students in their faculty. And so the chatbot also assists the students with this orientation. So they they plan to release the chatbot to a certain event of their business life. That will boost the chatbot and its usage organically. If you have certain point, and it's not like, okay, tomorrow we have chatbot on our website. Active usage is important. Your departments have to be involved. Sales and marketing, customer support, services support are extremely important, and they have to be in charge of the chatbot and related to the chat. Their job has to be related to the chatbot continuously through the time, so you're sure that the chatbot works well. Of course, then you have to know who is the person that will maintain the team who will maintain the chatbot and develop. You have to plan them. They need to know everything from A to Z about your chatbot to be comfortable with the project. You have to plan the promotion. You have to know plan the outcomes you expect from the chatbot and know what are the KPIs you're gonna follow up in the chatbot, so you know your chatbot is effective or that you need to do some adjustment to boost these KPIs. And never forget the GDPR. If your chatbot collects information, you shall have processes there designed for the chatbot to be able to complete its proper, to protect the customer data, and your team to protect the customer data collected. Now, on the second layer, when you went through this checklist I just provide you with, you have to think about the content. It's good to have somebody who is well with the content writing in your team, or a content writer that know the branding policies, know your branding book, and will be able to write in the tone of communication of your brand. Also to follow up that images, videos, everything that you're going to put in your chatbot is brand positive, let's say, like they're following all the branding rules. And you have to prepare all these things in advance to be able to work on your chatbot fast and easy, and to not overlook on anything. Also plan what kind of forms you're gonna have, and that you have established a process. If your team receive inquiries from the chatbot, who take care of them, what is the process. Make sure that the ball is not dropped there, like the bot is sending an inquiry but nothing happened at the side of the team. We have seen such cases when people say in the chatbot, oh, we drop an inquiry here and for a couple of days nobody answered to us. People think the chatbot is bad. No, it's a broken process inside of the team. So this is important also to look. Of course, conversational AI funnels and integrations are also something to look, based on what are you planning your chatbot to do. As I said, because in the chatbot there can be unlimited content, like information section or forms that are hanging freely in the chatbot as a secret content and are available only to a person that have a link or QR code, or it's triggered by the customer question through the AI. You can have a lot of different layers of information in one chatbot, and it's good to think about them when you are planning. As I said, in a B2C chatbot, you can have business information for partners and also a sign-up form for the Christmas party for your employees. So you can think about how you can assist different groups your business serve, employees, customers and business partners and other associates, how you can assist them through the chatbot. You can have even information for separate key accounts, for separate campaigns, for separate promotions, even for a single event, like for the team building for your team, for specific situations. This is a situation when the customer report through the chatbot, trigger it with the customer complaint or the customer inquiry, trigger the AI. The AI provides some special, very personalized content to these particular customers. And of course, you can do games and a lot of other things. Let's pay attention a few minutes also on how we prepare for the AI. Very important, collect questions. That's extremely important. You can ask GPT to write you 100 customer questions on the topic of bakery, for example. But GPT will never write the questions the way your customers ask them. And this is important, how your customers ask questions. So you have to think about, you can go through your social media, emails, messenger communication, telephone communication, live chat communication. If you have it, great, record it. It's a treasure. It's a gold data for you. You can also brainstorm. These are all places where your customer communication, where your data for your AI is hidden and lies there, and you need to dig it up from there. Look for the top 100 or 200 or 300 questions, those questions that most customers ask. The Pareto law here also is on. 80% of the customers ask 20% of the questions, and the opposite, 80 per, uh, 80% of the questions. So 80% of the customers ask 20% of the questions. So this is your core. This is what you look to start your chatbot. And then you can move to another 80% of the questions, all different weird questions that are asked by 20% of the customers. Also, look for a method that's called object-oriented analysis and user experience, which is actually a method how to design the content for your AI, for your conversational AI model, how to brainstorm properly questions to train your AI. And of course, things about the questions, the answers, what you gonna, if you have an answer, can the answer send the customer further to some more information or call to action? Plan these mini funnels inside of the chatbot, and train, test regularly, and maintain the chatbot regularly. As we said, that the chatbots can collect a lot of customer data from first and zero party. I'm not stopping here further, but I have a list of at least 10 different forms that you can have in the chatbot, from reservation of service and event registration, demo inquiry, gift voucher order, to questionnaires. Think what kind of data you would like to have customers give to you, and why. So you have a list of forms before to go to your chatbot. Now, you can have a lot of different platforms to build a chatbot. So I'm not stopping on what kind of, how exactly to create a chatbot, to make the chatbot, but I pull for you a list of what chatbot shall not do. So first, the chatbot shall not hide it's a chatbot. This is not only an ethic issue, but also now against a lot of different AI usage regulations. AI chatbots need to state, this is called transparency, to state that they're AI chatbots. Don't try to imitate the site and do exactly the same thing in the chatbot, neither app, because the chatbot is totally different media. It's two-way communication place and have different law of setting up the content inside of it. It have the chatbot. Think about the chatbot as enhancement to the mobile app, or enhancement of the website. What the website or the app is not doing, where customer have problems, why the customer still ask questions. That's where your chatbot will be focused. Your chatbot shall not be offering too much or too little. Too little is like you're going to the chatbot, ask question, and the chatbot will give you just, here we go, this is the link, hop, and send you somewhere else. Come on, I just came from there because I have question. Give me an answer. Don't send me somewhere else. So, or too much. You people ask questions, and then you have 60 pages book written down. Nobody scrolls that long and too far away. So these are the things that we have to pay attention when we plan the content about our chatbot. And don't promise things that you don't deliver in the chatbot, like ask any question and I will tell you, and we have an answer. Okay, how much is 2 plus 2? Sorry, I don't have this information, because the chatbot was not taught to say how much is 2 plus 2. So don't promise things that you cannot deliver inside of the chatbot. Here, just a sneak peek in good practices for the chatbots. It's fashionable now for chatbots to have avatars. What you see here are the avatars of a hotel chatbot, Miss Fiore, and a librarian chatbot, Ellie. What's interesting about the hotel chatbot, Miss Fiore, is, like you see, there is a girl here that looks very much like Miss Fiore. So Miss Fiore and the girl look alike for sure, because the hotel looked for this effect. The hotel wanted to be sure that the avatar of the chatbot and the hotel pictures on the territory with the lady in the room, in the restaurant, in the pool look the same. So people think that they're chatting with this lady. So this is one good practice of digital world and offline world being matched and branded together. Librarian Ellie is a cute chatbot. Here, a little case study for you as a good practice. She is actually already have answer in her customer base over 15,000 customer questions, working for 5 years. What's very interesting for this, the librarian chatbot, is that she has a very strong fan club. Repeater users are over 94%. So there are 4,000 people that are going constantly into the chatbot, using only the chatbot for the communication with the library. During the pandemic and after that, 40 up to 42% of the users communicated with Eli at night, and Eli have automated near 30% of the borrowed literature and reorder requests. Customers have found out that, and at night, especially at nighttime, this has been her main job. So Eli have saved the job of two librarians, allowing them to do more high valuable job in the library instead of answering customer questions or doing routine things. Now, very brief about the text when you plan the content. The text, as I said, that's not a mobile app, need a website. The text need to be more like a Twitter style. It has to be brief, focused, very useful. Split it in bubbles so it's easier to read the text. Use emojis, especially if you have a set of emojis you use in social media like Facebook. Use the same setup of emojis in the chatbot. This gives you a continuation of the branding in your social media in the chatbot. And avoid endless scrolling. Means too many messages, too long messages, too many clicks after clicks after clicks. That's not a good user experience. Now, going to promoting and using for sales and marketing. I'm looking our time, so I hope we may finish couple minutes later, because we talk a bit at the beginning. You have a Cadillac, you keep it in your garage. Does it drive well in the garage? For sure, no. It's nice, it smells well, it's polished, beautiful, but your neighbors didn't see it and you didn't push the gas on the street. You're keeping it in the garage. So you may have a perfect chatbot, but if you don't promote it and use it actively in sales and marketing, you will not get the return of investment on it. You'll just have a nice bot that nobody uses. Let's see a few ways to use a chatbot. This will be a recorded session. So, and this information is available in our YouTube channel, so you can see it later also. But you can think about content that is specialized for different customer groups, and guide the different customer groups to different content inside of the chatbot. You have a lot of buttons that can contain links, additional information, or attach a send customer to forms inside of the chatbot. So think how you can utilize maximally this kind of facilities inside of the chatbot. As we said, you can have various forms, and it's good to keep them one click away or one link away from the customers, so the customers can easily access these forms to leave an inquiry, sign up for something or else. Or think about what kind of forms you can attach to customers' questions, like in this preview. Redirects are important. Redirects we call when a customer asks a question to the AI, and the AI, after giving an answer, send the customer further to more information. That's what's help actually create funnels inside of the chatbot. Like if you see here, what massages do you have? Okay, we have massages. Here we go. This is the list of massages with more details and maybe a form or two to book a massage. So that's how you create internal flows inside of the chatbot. Then you can link various words to your chatbot on your website, text, links, or buttons or images. You can link them so they open directly into chatbot more information or a form. So you're making sure the path of the customer is very short and they don't need to go to another web page and something there is loading for them. As I said, it could be a button or a link, or it could be even a text inside of your blog post for more information related to that blog post. You can do such links from the social media directly to send the customer to a particular information inside of the chatbot. And you can even gamify, have games inside of the chatbot, what that people can access from a QR code, and the chatbot will guide them through the game, giving them tips and tricks for the game, different guidance, so people can play offline to online inside of the chatbot. Now, I have prepared for you list of things that can be done on the website to promote chatbot and use the chatbot for marketing and sales and marketing. It's not only to have the chatbot on the website or to create an article about your chatbot. You can have a separate landing page. You can have pop-ups on mouse action. You can have A/B testing through the chatbot. So there are a lot of different things that you can do even on one website with the chatbot to make the website interactive and customer attracted to play with the chatbot. You can also use it for email marketing, SMS to chatbot, in QR codes, and even in other media. You can talk about, because chatbot now is popular topic, you can talk about your chatbots on TV, on radio, talk with influencers to promote your chatbot. Create a case studies, put QR code on printer collaterals, put the chatbot link to in your email signature, a QR code to your business card. A lot of different ideas how to promote the chatbot and also use it for sales and marketing, because when the customer go into chatbot, it's not hello, how can I help you? It's particular information or call to action you want them to do inside of the chatbot. You can do also special training articles and videos how to use the chatbot, and even promote the chatbot, make a pay advertising including the chatbot. For the social media here, I have leave you a list of ideas how you can use the chatbot. The most important thing to make sure that the chatbot is in your calendar content. And the second important thing is to have educational content for your target groups so they know how to use your chatbot. Everything else is the fantasy of your digital marketing team to use. Things that are forgotten is that you can even put a link of the chatbot in your YouTube video. So people that are watching YouTube video can go straight to your website and to a particular web page of the site, to a particular element of the chatbot to learn more. Another trick and good practice is to automate to link the messenger to your chatbot on the website. You can do the advanced messaging in the Facebook Messenger to put buttons there, or you can create a mini chatbot in Messenger like here, and each button in this very simple one carousel chatbot would send the customer to the big guy on the website to take care of the customer. As I said, we also can put the chatbot as a link and also trackable link inside of your social media. This is how a beauty salon on our platform has done it. 20% of the first booking go through the chatbot. Literally 100% of the customers are using the chatbot for an appointment because 70% are doing it while they're inside of the studio. So everybody that is not in the studio are creating their appointment through the chatbot. And every day they get new bookings through the chatbot because they're actively putting the link to the chatbot literally everywhere they can. Another good practice, and I said educational videos for the chatbot, is I will not watch it by the end, is using, for example, the avatar of your chatbot to explain how to be used. This is again Miss Fiore, the hotel chatbot, that explained to customers how to be used and what she can do. And this video can be playing social media and other places, so the customers have a better idea how to use the chatbot. Again, in email practices here, think that again, what you can do, how you can use the chatbot through emails, from personalized email campaigns, onboarding emails, and other specialized information that you have in the chatbot for the customers that receive the email. Think about that. You can send customers from email to the chatbot, but also you can send the customers from the chatbot to send them emails. So it works both direction. This is a sample of an email of our customer with link to the chatbot. QR codes, anywhere you can put them. QR codes allow you to get customers from anywhere online and offline to the chatbot 24/7 and are more attractive to customer 2 to 5 times more attractive. This is a sample how a customer from a keychain goes straight to the chatbot. Here are more samples of our customers on flyers and even on the door as a sticker, in a business card, in a flyer, in a poster, and even on a billboard. Okay. Tracking results. These are just a few ideas what you can track to make sure that your bot is effective, from interactions and what devices they use, how many users for different campaigns have used the chatbot, how many are repeater customers in the chatbot, at what time of the day the customers are using it. When you use links and QR codes, make sure that they are trackable so you can get an extra information about the consumption and the work of the chatbot, how many requests you have received from the forums, and the customer questions. They are KPI themselves. Watch them, analyze them. And last, this is your list of most common mistakes. Usually when customers say the chatbot doesn't work, very rare it's about the technology. Most of the time is lack of good planning, long-term planning, planning of the promotion, planning of the chatbot development based on customer feedback and what customer ask in the chatbot and how they like using the chatbot. This is lack of action on feedback and making corrections of the chatbot. This is bad planning of the conversational AI model and content and answers. These are kind of the most common problems which bring to negative user experience in the chatbot. So next time when you hear somebody to say, "Oh, I didn't like this chatbot," ask them why and listen carefully. Most likely processes have been broken behind the chatbot. Something there was lacking in the planning, promoting active usage, growing the chatbot, and correcting it based on customer feedback. And don't forget, the chatbot is as smart as your team, and launching a chatbot is only the first step. Okay, so this is me, my contacts, and I'm open for your questions.
Thank you for that very informative presentation, Alexa. So as mentioned, we're open for questions now. We still have 8 minutes. So if you have any questions, just please feel free to type in your questions here in the chat box or on the Q&A tab. Please go ahead. And while we are waiting for the questions, I just want to inform you that there will be a certificate of participation that will be sent in the next few days, 7 days after this event, and then free membership for those companies who's not yet a member of International Trade Council. Feel free to reach out so we can offer you a free membership.
That's
And this
fantastic.
webinar is recorded. Yeah, sorry.
I just want to say that's fantastic around free membership in ITC. This is really a fantastic gift for anybody who listen. Please
Yes.
apply for membership. It's really valuable one.
Yes, thank you. And also, if you would like to replay the presentation, you can do it here in the platform, which is AirMeet, or you can go to our YouTube channel. We will upload the recording here. But if you have any question, just please feel free to type in the question in the chat box.
Thanks to Colleen for the comment, for the presentation. I hope it has been helpful. Really try to put a lot of valuable information in 50 minutes. That's not an easy. And I hope it has been beneficial to everybody who is here with us in this webinar.
Okay, that's wonderful. So I
Thank you.
think I think the the presentations answers everything. I don't see any questions here. All are positive feedback. We still have 6 minutes. Elitsa, feel free to add more about the presentation, or if you would like to invite them to reach you directly, feel free to do it.
Okay, so maybe I can talk a bit about using GPT in chatbots, in business chatbots, and why it's important to not use GPT directly, but having more control while we are waiting for another couple of minutes to the end of the webinar. As you know, and as I mentioned, GPT is extremely powerful machine. It's actually a large language model, but it hasn't been doesn't have fact checking, and because what it does is predicting the next word. Basically, it can hallucinate. Even when it has a lot of information online, it can hallucinate. So that's the dangers using directly chat GPT inside of a business chatbot for a Q&A. Therefore, it's good to look for combination of conversational AI and GPT, because this also will allow you to lower the cost of GPT. When you start using GPT for a business, you will start paying approximately 750 words of text going to GPT. This is the customer inquiry with data from which GPT will create an answer, cost 3 cents. And 750 words approximately, these are 1000 tokens by OpenAI. 750 words of answers of GPT cost 6 cents. So you want to minimize this amount of text going back and front to GPT to lower your expense using GPT. And you don't want to allow people to abuse your chatbot, finding out that your chatbot is with GPT directly so they can write their mathematic homework or essay inside of your business chatbot and you pay for the traffic. Therefore, look for solutions that will allow you to use conversational AI that protect the usage of GPT. So leave the simple questions answered by the conversational AI, because there you have 100% control of it. Like, where is your what's your location? Answer. Simple question, simple answer. Leave it to conversational AI, and leave to GPT only very, very complicated topics where really you need to use the capabilities of GPT to understand customer question, and from a large text you have provided to create an answer that is logically right answer to the customer. So think about solutions where you can use both different AIs, so to have the best of both worlds in one chatbot. Okay. Now, thank you, Nick Nayak, for your feedback. You can see on the screen a QR code, which if you scan will get all my contacts inside of your contact list on your phone. In case you have some following up questions with me, you can look for me on LinkedIn also. So I'm open to continue if you have personal questions that you don't want to discuss even here in the public chat, maybe for your business or something else.
All right, so I will also put my email address here for those who are not yet a member of ITC, and if you would like to reach out to us to become a member, you can email me directly. That's my email address. So I think that's all. I don't see any question. I believe the reason for that is because everything is clear and has been answered by the presentation. So thank you so much, Elitsa, for this very um, informative presentation for today's educational session. So thank you guys for attending today's event. I look forward seeing you in our next educational workshops, and we wish that Elitsa can have some session again in the next few months, and we would love to have that as well. Before I end the webinar, anything else that you would like to add, Elitsa?
Sure, I'll be happy to have a follow-up webinar on a particular topic a little bit longer, maybe planning or executing or only for usage for sales and marketing, because I try now to put a lot in one place. And it will be wonderful if people of the webinar just write you and tell you, oh, it would be great to talk about that. So we can plan a further follow-up webinar.
Okay, Perfect. We look forward for the follow-up webinar. Again,
Thank you,
thank you
Ron.
everyone for attending today's educational session. We look forward seeing you again. And thank you so much, Elitsa, for gracing us with this wonderful presentation. Thank you for your time, and you all have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.